Okay, this video is for Miss Madison. Hi Mippy, go pigs. I thought I would show you how I make these little ceramic fishies. They're very cute, they're very fun. Once you have them made and dried, you can paint them however you like and make yourself a little school of fishies. Anyway, let's get started. You're going to need some things. You need about half a sheet of newspaper, just like this. Doesn't have to be fancy. Any old newspaper will do. You need something to smooth your fish out, and I like to use just a rubber spatula. But if you're a real potter, you probably have some rubber ribs or something like that. My spatula is kind of nice because I can take the handle off and set that aside, and then I have pretty much a rib. You need something pointy, and you can use a potter's needle tool for that. But if you don't happen to have that, you can just take a bamboo skewer and use that. That'll work just as well. And I have just a little piece of dowel here that I'm going to use to help me make the eyes. You could use a pencil or just about anything. You'll see what that's for later. You're going to need something to roll your clay out on, although if you don't have anything to roll your clay out with, you can just squish it down with your hands. You can use a nice roller. You can go into the kitchen and get a rolling pin from the kitchen, or you can use just a cardboard tube like this. Anything that'll just squish the clay out will work. And then you need some clay. And this is probably about the size of clay that a cutie is. So either a baseball or a cutie. It doesn't have to be very much clay. You can use air dry clay, but if you're going to fire it, you can use whatever your favorite clay is. And that's what you need to make the fishy. Okay, the first thing you need to do is to squish your clay out. And we're going to squish our clay out into a pretty big circle. And we can roll it, turn it every once in a while so you get it kind of even. And don't get it too thin. We want it maybe a little under 1/4 inch thick. It's okay if it's not a perfect circle. In fact, I like to make mine kind of oval shaped, a little longer. So that's your circle of clay right there. That's going to be your fishy. The next thing we need to do is we need to stuff the fish so that he holds his shape, and that's what the newspaper's for. And we just grab it at one corner and start scrunching it like this. Fold it in and just scrunch it, scrunch it, scrunch it like that. We don't want it into a ball, and then just twist it. And you end up with a piece that looks like this. It's kind of long. It's pretty tightly squished together so that it's not very fluffy. We're going to take that and we're going to put that in the center of our clay. And this is going to be our fishy. Now, I don't know if I mentioned that we could use some slip. All slip is water and clay mixed together until it's kind of a pudding feel. And that acts like glue for the clay. You can make that up as you go along. If you don't have any slip, you can just use water. That'll probably work just as well. We're going to take our needle tool or our skewer, something sharp, and we're just going to go all the way around our newspaper. And we're going to score the clay. That's going to help it stick together. So we're just going to, not all the way down, but we're going to make a bunch of marks. Just draw a bunch of marks in the clay, just like that, all the way around. See how that looks? That's all we've done. Now we're going to take our slip, and we're just going to paint it all over where we just made all of those marks. Doesn't have to be real neat. You can be pretty sloppy about this. It's just glue. So we're going to get this all the way around here, and here we go. There. We have slip all the way around our clay. Now we're just going to fold it over, almost like an omelet or something.